What's up, everyone? It's Kink. And when I started playing Magic, Commander decks released only once a year, so by default, they were good. Now, we have Commander decks with every standard set and then some. With so many releases, it makes sense that they would get watered down over time. So this begs the question, which ones are good? PTWs are taking select releases of Commander decks, pitting them against each other and slowly upgrading them based on performance with the goal of finding out which deck has the most potential. In short, we're going to pimp these precons. This season, the PTWs chose the Lord of the Rings Commander decks, and the rules were as follows. Card changes. After Game 1, players may change 5 cards. After each game, players may change 3 cards. First place replaces only 2. Fourth place replaces 4. Card changes are cumulative. Replacement cards can be changed again. After Game 1, 8 cards total. After Game 2, 11 cards total, etc. If you add a card to the deck and it doesn't perform as desired, it may be changed out for another card. Card changes should not exceed the total changes acquired. Upgrades should adhere to precon theme. Upgrades should enhance the deck's theme instead of tech disruption. AB combos allowed. Fast mana not allowed except for Soul Ring. Pulling into the shop today, we've got Pod 2, consisting of PTW Dusk, Heather, PTW Vinyl, and Aestus Attorney.
Welcome to Game 4 of the
Realsy this
pod
time.
of this game stuff.
Alright, let's go ahead and draw a card.
I'm sorry, you forgot to untap and upkeep.
Oh no. Let's play a Choked Estuary. I will reveal a swamp from my hand to have it come into play untapped. And I'll pass turn.
Alright. Draw. I'm going to play a Murmuring Bosk, tap, then pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Here's a Glacial Fortress, enters tapped. I'll pass.
I'll draw. I will play Command Towers land for turn. And I will pass.
Draw. That's cool. I'm going to play a Foreboding Ruins. Reveal the same swamp from my hand to have it come into play untapped.
Nice, nice.
And that will pass turn.
Wow, really?
Alright.
You could have just had him
Untap,
come and
draw.
tap at that point.
I mean, I could.
Forced. Alright, I'm going to take 1 damage to cast Pippin. And I'll pass turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I will play this here mountain. And then I will tap 2 for an Arcane Signet. And I will pass.
I will draw. I will play an island as land for turn. I will tap 2. I'll cast Elvish Visionary. Draw a card. And
Busted.
I will pass. It's a cantrip elf. Ah. Pass.
Alright, gonna draw. Yep, it's gonna be one of those games. That's great. We are going to...
We have a swamp, we know that.
I do. Indeed that I do.
When it
Let's play
ETBs, I draw a card.
And I'll tap 3. I'll use that to play a Moria Scavenger, which I will tap to discard Grishnak, the Rash Instigator.
Sorry, what scavenger?
Moria.
Moria Scavenger.
It has
Oh,
off
okay.
day.
Tap, discard a card, and draw a card. If the card you discarded is a creature card, you amass Orcs 1. So discard a Grishnak, the Brat Instigator. I will draw a card
And make an army.
and make an Orc army. And I will pass my turn.
Alright, untap. Draw. We'll play Plains. Land for turn. We're gonna pay 3 to cast Mary. I'll take 1. And I'm gonna go to combat. I'm gonna swing Pippin at Aestus. Do you have a 2/2?
Do I have a 2/2?
No, I'm swinging a 2/2.
Oh.
I don't know if you saw this. Moria Scavenger has Death Touch.
It is at this moment tapped, yes.
Never mind.
I mean, realistically,
Aestus is tapping like a psychopath.
I'll just take the 2 damage. That's whatever.
Cool. I'll pass.
I will untap, upkeep, draw. Going to tap for 3 and play 4th Aerlingus. Create X 2/2 red human creature tokens with trample and haste. X is 1. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to one or more players this turn, you become the monarch.
Right.
Ah,
So,
I see.
Mason, I'm going to swing at you with a 2/2. Hasty, tramply boy.
Punching down, I see. Alright. No blocks.
Cool. You take 2 damage, and I become the monarch. Then I'm going to go to my end step, and I'm going to draw a card. And that is the end of my turn.
Tap. Draw. Okay. I'm going to play a Flooded Grove as land for turn. And we're going to tap 3 for a Commander Sphere. I'm going to move to combat. I'm going to swing my Elvish Visionary at Heather for 1.
Wow, I take 1. I never could have seen this coming.
Yeah. And I will become the monarch.
Alright. I will set you as the monarch.
Look at me. I will move to my end step and I will draw a card. Cast turn.
Alright, untap. Draw. Let's play a swamp. Let's I'll tap 2. Use that to put a lightning breeze on the board. I will tap the Moria Scavenger to discard a Witch King of Angmar.
Yep.
Make another Orxus.
There's a lot of creature cards going to Aestus's graveyard right now, and I'm not liking that.
And now I'll draw a card.
I feel like that swap all your creatures, or like exile the creatures and bring them all back from your graveyard is going to be happening.
No. Maybe. Eventually. No!
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a recursion deck. Things like that can happen.
Yeah, but you're throwing them in there pretty early for,
Well, I mean, I just have an opportunity for early card draw, and that's not something I'm going to throw away. Do I need to defend myself? I do. If I take the Monarch, I'll get a card, but I'm going to get smacked next turn, so the Monarch can be taken from me, because that's how that works. But
I can attack you anyway, so you might as well get the monarch.
Yeah, but this way I can at least defend myself when you do it.
The most I can hit you is for 2 damage, so...
Yeah, but I have a 2/2 to block, so if you swing with it, I'll block it and it'll die.
Aestus, just join the train of us all taking
Alright, whatever.
turns
I'll go to my
getting
turn,
the monarch.
and I'll get the monarch anyway. And now you're down a card. Alright, draw.
I'm actually up 1 on everybody at this point, so...
But you could have been up 2.
Could have.
I will be attacking Vinyl for 1.
Shocked.
And then I am going to cultivate. They're getting a swamp and a forest. And I'll be playing the forest. And then I'm gonna go to my end step and I will draw from Monarch. And then I will discard Golem, Obsessed Stalker, and pass turn.
Alright. I will untap, upkeep, and pray for a land. Holy cow! It's a land that enters tapped, but it's a land, so we're gonna be thankful for it.
Attitude of gratitude.
Exactly. What we're also gonna do... Hey, Addie, what are the chances that you'll let my human knight through?
Oh, 100%.
Okay. I'm going to swing at you with this human knight.
Oh no.
I know. Who could have predicted this? I don't have any combat tricks. And then I'm going to, with 3 mana, I'm going to tap 2 and play a Talisman of Conviction.
She's ramping.
Then I'm going to pass and draw a card for my thingy.
Untap. And draw. I'm going to play Path of Ancestry tapped as my land for turn. And I'm going to tap 4, cast Galadriel. We have combat, blah, blah, blah. You guys know what it does.
But no other elf entered, so we don't do it anyway.
Correct, yeah. Well, I haven't even moved to combat yet.
Yep.
But I am going to move to combat, and I'm going to swing my 1/1 Heather.
In
Who's
response,
shocked.
I take 1 damage.
Okay.
I don't declare blockers, so I'm taking a
Okay.
damage, and you get the monarchy.
I will gain the Monarchy. I will move to my end step and draw a card for the Monarch. And then I will discard a card because I have 8 in hand. I will toss Inscription of Abundance.
Fantastic. Draw. I'm going to play a Sunken Hollow. Which will come into play untap because I control 2 basic lands. I'm going to tap these and a swamp to cast Forbidden Alchemy to look at the top 4 cards in my library, put one of them into my hand and the other 3 into the graveyard. That sucks. I want these.
Well, they can go to the graveyard for you for later.
No, they're not creatures. They don't come back. But that's fine. I will toss away a Spiteful Banditry, a Shiny Impetus, and a In the Darkness Bind Them.
Those sound like great cards to throw away.
And I will instead tap a mountain, play a Soul Ring.
So you have 7 mana total?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at this point, yes.
Okay. Good to know.
Indeed, indeed, indeed.
7 mana is a number of mana, but 8 is the big number.
Tap the Moria Scavenger. I will discard a Desolate Lighthouse and draw a card. And now I'll pass my turn.
On your end step, I'm gonna do the thing. Tap. Draw. I'm gonna play a Shadow Snarl. We're gonna do 3 for Academy Manufactor.
Oh!
It's problematic. It's a problem.
Not necessarily.
That definitely shifts the decision-making process a little bit.
Yeah.
Calm down. I haven't even done anything with it yet.
Yet.
The thing is, Academy Manufactured, if you don't get to do anything with it, ever. In
Because everybody
people's
knows
eyes.
what it does.
Yeah.
Okay. Chillax.
Don't wanna.
Alright,
I
I'll pass.
am the evil overlord. There is no chill in Mordor. That's just the way it works.
Mordor does in fact not have any chill.
What?
It might actually have a negative amount of chill.
Plus the chill in Mordor, negative chill.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Oh my god, it's a land. Thank God. For
I do want to clarify for the table that Aestus is 1 mana off from casting Commander with Lightning Greaves.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you assume that I have another
On the
land
threats
in my hand
level,
to pass it with.
Academy Manufactor is not that close.
I mean, another land in my hand to play it with is a pretty big leap. So,
I don't know, Mister. I have more cards than everybody else. Is it?
I mean, I've got
Hey.
4 right now.
Hey, Mason,
Yeah.
can we talk deals?
What kind of deal?
Would you be willing to let my human knight through if I vote with your thing, whatever it is, on your next Galadriel trigger?
No.
Nice try.
Was a noble attempt.
Yeah. Well, I will go ahead and play a Terramorphic Expanse. I'm going to crack it and go grab a basic land. It's going to be a mountain. It will come in tapped, and then I will shuffle. Going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 for a Boromir Gondor's Hope. So when he ETBs or attacks, I will look at the top 6 cards of my library. I may reveal a human or an artifact card from among them and put it into my hand. Put the rest onto the bottom in a random order. Top 6. I'm going to pick a card and reveal a Harsh Mentor.
Ooh.
And it goes to my hand. The rest will get shuffled and put at the bottom. Whenever an opponent activates an ability of an artifact, creature, or land on the battlefield, if it isn't a mana ability, Harsh Mentor deals 2 damage to that player. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the mana to cast it, so we're just going to pass.
Untap and draw. I'm going to play an island. It's land for turn. I think I'm going to pay 2 and cast my own Lightning Greaves. And equip those to Galadriel. I'm going to go ahead and pass through combat and pass my turn. And draw a card for Monarch.
Ooh, that's a lot of mana left open.
It most
All
certainly
right.
is.
Let's draw a card. Let's put down an island and land for turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which I will use to cast Fact or Fiction.
All right, who's picking?
Let's go with Heather. That'll work.
Nice. I will
You got
do my duty.
Yeah, Decree of Pain, a Bitter Downfall, a Swamp, a Coercive Recruiter, and an Ever-Flowing Chalice.
We're just gonna split it, so Decree of Pain and Course Recruiter are being split up.
Alright.
Bitter Downfall is gonna go with Course Recruiter. The Chalice is gonna go with Decree of Pain. And the Swamp is going to go with the Course Recruiter. Now, before
Alright.
I finalize this, does anyone have any strong feelings about that?
Seems fine.
That seems fine.
Okay.
Alright. I'm going to go with the Coercive Recruiter, Bitter Downfall. That will go into my hand. Ever-Flowing Chalice and Decree of Pain will go to the graveyard. I am okay with this outcome.
Is Course Recruiter in that deck normally, or did you add it?
I can't remember if it's in the deck I put it in. I don't think it is. I think I put it in because it's an orc.
Oh yeah, it is an Orc Pirate.
But it's the graveyard is resolved. They're going to tap the Moria Scavenger. I will throw the Coercive Recruiter into the graveyard to draw a card and make another Orcus, although that's not going to matter a whole lot in a moment here. And then I will tap 1, 2, 3, 4, which I will use to cast a Languish and give all creatures on the board -4/-4 until end of turn. Okay.
In response to the Languish, I'd like to have an action.
You are welcome.
Addie, do you have any responses first?
I mean, I guess I'll just tap and make a food, a treasure, a clue, and a dude.
Yeah. I'm going to pay a white and path to exile my own human knight so I can get a basic land.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Final, you got anything?
No.
I mean, the only thing he's losing is an elf. Galadriel's got a toughness of 5, so she's not going to die.
Here's a plains.
much to my annoyance.
Oof.
Very okay with that.
And I will pass turn.
Okay. Untap, draw. That's not what I wanted. So 7. I'm going to tap 3 to cast Braids, Arisen Nightmare.
Ooh, gross.
And then I'm going to tap for 4, taking 1, and sacrificing my treasure.
Oh no! You're gonna make us sack our
Cast the One Ring.
spells.
I have protection from everything until my next turn. And I'm going to go to my end step. And
I have a
I'm
response. I have a
Okay.
response to that.
to me casting or my
So
end
you're moving to your end step.
step? Okay.
I'm going to tap 3 and Beast Braids.
Oh, sure. Okay.
I don't really want to lose my mana rock.
It's a May. You can choose to not do it. Did
Okay.
you?
No, I'm still going to do it.
Oh, okay. Have fun with Sauron. Pass
Okay.
turn.
Untap. Upkeep, draw. I will play an island as land for turn. And we are going to do 1, 2, 1, red, blue, white, colorless, white for Aowen, Shield Maiden. I will then tap 2 for a Harsh Mentor. And then I will attempt to move to combat unless anyone has any responses.
I have none to speak of.
Alright, so at the beginning of combat on my turn, another human has entered the battlefield. I will create 2/2 red human knight creature tokens with trample and haste. I do
Nice.
not control 6 or more creatures, so I will not draw a card. I will, however, swing both of those Actually, I will ask Mason first. Would you like me to swing 1 or 2 at you to get the monarchy?
Well, I'll block, so you probably better swing 2.
Fair enough. I will swing 2. Trample hasty boys.
Okay.
To
I'll block
obtain
the
the monarchy.
top one with Gladriel.
Alright, it will die. You will take 2 damage, and I will obtain monarchy. I'm going to go to my end step and draw a card.
Tap. Draw. I'm gonna tap 4 green and a colorless. And I'm going to channel the Saiju to get rid of those Greaves.
Interesting.
And then, yeah, I'll go to combat. I'll swing Galadriel at Beastus.
Galadriel at me.
Yep.
All right, that's 4. All right.
And then, second main. Yeah, what the hell went up? We'll go ahead and tap 4, cast Elven Chorus. I'll look at the top card of my library. I may look at the top card of my library anytime. I may cast creature spells from the top, and creatures I control have tap, add 1 mana of any color. Pass.
All right, that's it. Draw. Let's put down a swap turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12, 6, 7, 8. And we will bring Sauron, the Lord of the Rings, onto the board. When he enters the board, I will amass Orcs' 5.
Technically before that,
Yeah,
but yeah.
say it's before he enters.
Okay, fine. When as a result of casting the spell, the Orcs hear that he's coming and they assemble.
As a blue player, that the cast is what matters.
Yes, that will be fair enough to say. He will also dredge something from the graveyard onto the board, and we will grab the Witch King of Angmar. There's nothing else to do with the mana, so I will pass my turn.
On your end step, I'm going to tap the One Ring to draw a card. Whack! Put a counter on it. Alright. I'll untap, and I'll lose 1. And I'll draw. I'm going to tap the One Ring to draw 2. Oh boy. I'm going to play a Fortified Village tapped. I'm going to tap 3, taking a damage. I'm going to cast Toxic Deluge, and I'm going to pay 10 into the X.
Oof.
So I'll pay 10 life.
Okay.
So everything gets minus 10,
I
minus
apologize.
10.
You do need to take 2 damage from using your ring. I forgot about Harsh Mentor.
That's fine. Any
Good.
responses?
No.
Aces?
I don't have anything.
Cool. Everything go away. Again.
Do I want to do that?
I mean, you said you had no responses.
Also,
Well,
making
no,
Witch King
it's-
of Angmar indestructible isn't going to do anything.
No, it was a question of whether discarding something was going to be an advantage before he went, but not really. Like, it wasn't going to change the board state. It was just a question of if there was something in my hand I wanted to also to go to the graveyards. That will go away, that'll go over here, and you will go back to the command zone. That's fine.
And then I'm going to pay 3 for a Rapacious Guest. And I'll pass turn. Oh, I should have taken the Monarchy. Well.
Does it have haste?
Oh, right, you stole it from. Never mind.
Because I had blockers up, so yeah.
Well, yeah, the guest. Yeah, the guest didn't.
I thought Vinyl still had it.
I'm going to play Windbrisk Heights and Hideaway 4. It's going to enter tapped, but I'm going to tap it after I do this thingy. We'll put this card in there. That's on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Leaving up my most flexible mana to play Aowen. I need to remind myself what is it? Rapacious.
Guest. Could probably just type in guest. I don't know. Yeah.
R-A-D-A-C-I-O-U-S, guest.
He'll do combat damage to play a card if you took damage. That's all. I'm gonna go pass through combat. Nothing happens. I go to my end step and draw a card.
And tap. Draw. Look at the top card. I'm gonna pay 5. Cast Song of Arendelle. Scry 2 and then draw 2. I'm gonna go ahead and play an island as my land for turn. And then I will. My turn?
Oh, I forgot to mill 5 cards when he entered the board. Let me do that before I draw. Alright, untap. Draw. You suck. Alright, we are going to play a swamp as land for turn. Now that I have all of these, to bring it back again. And do it properly this time. Mill the top 5 cards. You got a Cavern Horde Dragon,
Ooh.
Swarming of Moria, Fall of Care Andros, and a Frostboil Snarl. Well, all things being equal,
That's 4. Did you want to mill one more card?
that is 4, thank you. A land.
Good. Get that crap out of there.
All that goes away. That is definitely a better drop than the Witch King, so we will bring in a Cavern Horde Dragon. When deals combat damage to the player, you create a treasure token for each artifact that player controls. Well, I
Can't
certainly
imagine
have-
who that could be.
No. Probably. All right. The Cavern Horde Dragon Okay. Well, all things being equal, Eddie, you have those artifacts. Therefore, Tavern Forward Dragon will swing its for 6 in the air at you.
In response, swords to plowshares on that dragon.
Why?
Why?
That's a good question, actually. But I'm cool with it.
Because I don't want you making 6 or 4 treasure tokens. That's a lot of treasure tokens.
Okay. Your choice, I guess.
But you do get life. You get 6 life aces.
All right. I'll pass turn.
Alright. Untap. Take 3. I'll draw a card. Then I'm going to draw 3 with the ring. Not a land. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna pay 1 for an Essence Warden.
I don't like that.
You don't like what?
An Essence Warden.
Seems
Okay.
like Sword the Flashers would be had before.
I know.
You don't
Okay.
like seeing a 1 mana?
Well, no, I'm a tokens deck. I don't like it when other people have things that benefit when my tokens enter the battlefield.
Okay.
You're asking people to subsidize your reckless behavior and
I'm not
Sucking
asking
down
anybody
ring
anything. It's
mana.
gonna happen whether they
Wait,
want to or
what?
not.
My reckless behavior?
No, mine!
Oh,
Oh
okay.
my god. Alright. I'll tap for... oh jeez. We're gonna do 4 for Pippin.
Okay.
And I'll gain 1. And let's see, I'm gonna pay 2, cast Revive the Shire. I'm gonna return Golem, Obsessed Stalker to my hand. Why not? And then who has the Monarch?
I do.
Heather does.
Cool. Pass turn.
You didn't want to swing with your menace creature?
Hell no.
Okay.
And I'll discard 2.
Untap.
We're gonna discard Rosy Cotton and Sanguine Bond.
Ooh,
That one will definitely get me killed.
time for some killing.
We're gonna do 1,
Why? I discarded it.
I know.
2, 3, 4. And cast a Frontier Warmonger. Whenever
Ooh.
one or more creatures attack one of my opponents or a planeswalker they control, those creatures gain menace until end of turn.
Oh.
I'll gain a life to that.
Huh.
And then I'm going to move to combat. A human entered the battlefield this turn. I'm going to make 2 knights. Addie, gain 2 life. I am going to swing. Actually, no, they're going to stay up and be chunk blockers. But I will go ahead and I will go to my post-combat main, and I'll tap Windburst Kites, and I will cast Aragorn, King of Gondor, for free.
You didn't attack with 3 or more creatures this turn though.
You gotta
Oh,
swing-
shoot!
You have to attack
Okay,
with them.
you're totally right. Nope, my bad. I'm going to attack with them. My brain just did an oopsie. I'm going to swing them at Mason so that I can
Yeah,
actually
there
do
you
that.
I say swing them at me. I take what? 8,
9.
9.
And then we're going to do that. I'm also going to play land for turn. It's Path of Ancestry. It comes in tapped. Shoot for the moon. Pay 3 for a Gilrian Dunedain Protector. And I will pass. And draw a card for being Monarch.
Untap. Draw. And my counter flips over to 2. Make a treasure and a bird.
Ooh, that Aragorn it's gonna be scary.
This is gonna be very spice, yeah.
I don't think I'll have enough to kill anybody with it, though.
No, I just said it's scary.
Yeah.
So-
No, I agree. It's not pretty, but I'm thinking there's probably going to be a board wipe here, because of how the games have been going.
Playing a forest as land for turn. Hey, I have basic forest in this deck. Wouldn't you know it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna cast a Genesis Wave. X equals 5.
Very cool.
Any responses?
I think
Very
just what do you
cool.
play?
Genesis Wave. Reveal the top 5 cards of my library. Put any number of permanents with mana value 5 or less from among them onto the battlefield, and all revealed that way that weren't on the battlefield, that don't get put on the battlefield, go in my graveyard.
Nice.
Nice. I have no response.
No response?
Nope.
Okay.
None
I will
for
go
me.
ahead and do 5. Lothlorien Blade, an island, Learn from the Past, Windswift Slice, oof, Elven Farsight. Yikes.
Oh.
Jesus fucking Christ. What a terrible, terrible whiff that was. Oh, man. That did nothing for me. Alright, let's look at the top card. Jeez, okay. Alright.
Well, I started off being very impressed.
Yeah, well.
Those
you
are
know.
all more than 5?
It's
They're
less than
not
5.
permanents.
These, not a permanent. Not a permanent. Not a permanent.
Big sad.
Pass turn.
Alright, let's see what we can make out of what we got here. First step is play a land. Let's play Rogue's Passage for land for turn.
No.
Oh boy.
Let's tap a mountain to play a Faithless Looting to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. Discard.
Do you have Geode Golem in there, Aestus?
No.
You should. That'd be crazy.
I have to kind of hear in terms of what things need to be in. Like the edits for this last set was to try to get some more mana rocks and make the deck a little bit more efficient. And some other things to. I have to weed out the Spell Slinger in this deck like 2 and 3 cards at a time. Because it's nice, but it has nothing to do with what Sauron does. We do have a choice here. Let's go ahead and pay Soul Ring for 2, and that for another red, and I will flashback that to do it again. I wonder if that works that way. We're about to find out. Let's discard a swamp and a monstrosity of the living. We will then. It does work that way. Nice. Alright. I'm going to tap a Sunken Hollow for black to play Reanimate, which I will use to pull the monstrosity of the lake onto the board. I will then pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to tap all creatures my opponents control and put a stun counter on them.
Oh no, you stunned my bird.
Well, I mean, it's whatever. Are there any responses?
Mm-mm.
All right. It is time for Sauron to Sauron. Let us swing a Sauron at... Now, swing the Sauron at Daphios. I will swing these Orcs at Heather. And the monstrosity of the lake doesn't have haste.
At me.
Sauron at you. And then the Orcs at Heather.
Okay.
I take 4.
5. I could note that more clearly, though.
Oh, okay.
All right, that's all that I'm going to manage to do with my turn, so I will pass.
Cool.
Oh, and you become the Monarch
From-
Aces, so draw a card.
I'll play Command Tower.
Thank
We're gonna tap the ring to draw 4 cards. That ain't it, but it helps, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna pay, I guess, 4 and X. So a white and a green and 5 into the X. Banquet guests. It enters with twice X counters, so that'll be 10. Cold. Has trample, and I can sacrifice a food to make it indestructible.
Oh.
Is a blocker I very much need right now.
I will remind everyone, it hasn't been relevant yet, but whenever one or more creatures attack my opponents, they gain menace.
Oh, I'm going to pay 2 for Golem Obsessed Stalker. And, yeah, that's all I can do. I'll pass turn. And discard 2 cards. Discard the Swamp and Harmonize.
Alright. I'm gonna untap and remove the stun counters. Upkeep. Draw. Oh, this is a good time for that. Here's the plains. Plains, island, Path of Ancestry. For a Faramir, Steward of Gondor. Whenever a legendary creature with mana value 4 or greater enters the battlefield under my control, you become the monarch. At the beginning of your end step, if you are the monarch, create 2 1/1 white human soldier creature tokens. And then I'm going to 1, 2, 3. Actually, I'll tap just a little different. There we go. 1, 2, 3 for a Mass Appeal. So I will draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. Hold on. You're really quiet, Mason.
Yeah, sorry, I'm thinking.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't let you draw 7 cards. Make a bird.
Ugh, the Elven Swan Song.
Hey, that came in the deck.
I know.
Sorry. Not really doing a whole lot else this game other than telling people no. 7 cards is just too many cards.
One of the blue players has to do it.
Yeah.
I was just thinking to myself, it's like there is 75% of the decks on this table have blue, and there's very little interact in these games.
There's a lot of destruction though, so
Yeah.
there is interaction. It's just not counterspell magic.
That's what I meant.
So I'm gonna go to my combat. I'm going to create 2 human knights. So I'm going to put. There are 2 tapped, 2 untapped, and then I'm going to swing those 2 at Aces. So
They gain minutes, I presume.
They do gain menace.
All right, so I just take 4.
Correct. And I will gain the monarchy back.
Down with the monarchy!
And then it is I'm going to go to my post-combat main. And I am the monarch, so I will create 2 1/1 white human soldier creature tokens. And I will draw a card. And that will be the end of my turn.
Alright. Tap. And draw. Last counter comes off, and I do nothing. Whee! What happens when you whiff on a Genesis wave, kids?
I've had that game with that card, so I know the pain.
4. I'm going to cast Plea for Power. Starting with you, each player votes for time or knowledge. If time gets more votes, I take an extra turn. If knowledge gets more votes, the vote is tied, draw 3 cards. I'm voting for knowledge.
How many cards do you have in your hand?
4.
I mean, it's going to get back to 7 anyway. I picked card draw, not extra turn.
Yeah. I mean, I picked card draw, so...
Yeah. I will vote for knowledge.
Okay. Yeah, knowledge got more votes. And there's nothing that cares about voting, so I will draw 3 cards.
Like I was sitting there, it's like, is there any circumstance wherein card draw is worse than a whole nother turn? Maybe.
3 cards is a lot, but...
What?
An extra turn is a lot more, in my opinion.
Yeah, but if the extra turn, he doesn't. If he doesn't have anything in his hand, and he takes another turn with nothing in his hand.
Yeah,
the other
What do you
game is-
mean? Wait, you only get to pick. I thought it was like, so it's you get one or the other.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. If he has crap in his hand and then he takes another turn and draws a card and there's still crap in his hand, he has 2 useless turns.
oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was like expropriate.
Oh no! Do you want to revote?
Yeah, I'll give you an extra turn.
Here, I'll put the cards back.
I'll let you draw cards.
Okay.
I won't change my vote because I had that knowledge going in. So I think it would work out to the same thing either way.
It does. Yeah. The vote's tied, so I draw 3.
But I'm just explaining why I was thinking about it.
Okay. I'm going to play. I'll play a forest as land for turn. I'll go ahead and tap that forest and cast an Elvish Mystic. I finally drew an elf, guys.
I was wondering if they were in there.
I thought I put him in here. Whoa, yeesh.
Just wandered off into the trees somewhere, never to be seen again.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do the thing. I'm gonna take 2 damage to equip my Elvish Mystic with the Lightning Greaves. Right? I still take damage for that.
No, not anymore.
Okay. So then I will equip my Elvish Mystic with Lightning Greaves.
Cool.
And tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, why not? And cast Galadriel.
Galadriel is on the board again.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and move my Greaves to her. And then I'm going to move to combat. So I am going to choose Dominion.
Guidance.
Nothing. How much mana do you have access to at this point?
1.
Just pick one.
I have 1 mana, a treasure.
Okay, fine. I will choose guidance.
Guidance.
Alright. I draw a card. Top card of my library. And then I don't know that I'm gonna swing at anybody because everybody's got blockers, so I'll just pass turn.
Alright. When tap. Draw. Dragon Skull Summit for a land for turn. You guys have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's fine. I could just go the other way. Tap 8. And I will flashback Wake the Dragon, which will make a 6/6 red-black dragon creature token with flying menace. And whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, gain control of a target artifact that player controls. I move to combat. Let's swing Sauron at Mason for 9.
Uh-huh. Anything else?
No, actually.
I guess I'm taking 9.
I need the rest of these for blockers. Go to main phase 2, nothing to do there, so I go to the end phase. And if there's nothing else, I will pass turn.
On your end step, I'm gonna pay 2. I'm gonna crack a food. Gain 3 life. Alright. Untap, and I'll take 4 immediately.
Rip.
I'm gonna play a forest as land for turn. Guess I'll draw 5.
Very good.
2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'm going to pay 2 for a quest for renewal. Yeah, I'm gonna go to combat. We're gonna swing Gollum at Aestus. Banquet Guests at Heather. Yeah, so Rapacious Guests is, I guess, going to go up Vinyl. Just 2 damage. So I have a 10/10 going at Heather and a 1/1 with Skulk going at Aestus.
What the do?
Can't be blocked by creatures with bigger power, so you can't block it.
Okay. I'll just have to take that gamble then.
I'm going to declare no blockers.
I have
Fail.
blockers declarable.
I'll get 3 foods. I'll get 3 cards on this, and then second main. I'm gonna pay 1 to tap Pippin to make another food. This will put the quest to 4.
And what quest is it?
It's quest for renewal, so as long as there are 4 more quest counters on it, I untap all creatures I control during each other player's untap step.
Ew, gross. Okay.
It's just making some food. You'll take 1 here for a green, well, actually, no. Oh, this taps for green. Oh, this is... Never mind, this land's better than I thought. Alright, we're going to tap for 3 to cast Sam, Loyal Attendant. Food abilities cost 1 less to activate.
Nice.
And let's see.
Sack them all. Sack them all.
I am going to pay 1 to sacrifice a food. Yeah. And then, let's sacrifice another one. Why not? And then I'm going to go to my end step, and Aestus is going to lose 7 life because I gained 7 life this turn.
Rapacious Guest should have a couple counters on it too.
Yeah.
Oh, good point. Good point.
Does the one on top also get counters, or is it just Rapacious Guest?
Just this.
Okay. And did you make the foods for it hitting me?
I did.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna pass my turn and discard a Brushland and a Scoured Barrens. And Lobelia, Defender Bag End. Thingies untap.
Also, you
Let's
do
go.
become the monarch because you hit me, so
Oh shit. Okay, I guess I can draw another card.
yeah. Which means you have to discard another card, but you know, card
We'll
select.
discard the card I just drew. Generous Int.
There we go. So I'll untap, upkeep, and draw. Alright. I'm going to 1, 2, 3 for a shared animosity.
Oh boy.
Oh, fuck.
We in the end game now.
Is there any response to shared animosity being cast?
Fear.
Sadness.
Because with Aragorn out, I think I might have the game.
Okay.
But we will continue.
Okay, so what does
You aren't the monarch,
do
though.
specifically?
I'm going. You're right. I'm not the monarch yet.
Oh, okay.
But she's presenting the threat that she could be.
Yeah. So I will then tap 1.
Okay.
I guess I should ask. Does this resolve then?
What does it do?
So whenever a creature I control attacks, it gets +1/+0 until the end of turn for each other attacking creature that shares a creature type with it.
Okay.
So currently the Heather's board will get plus 12 or something.
Plus 11, plus 11.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Oh.
10, 11. +11/+11.
Plus the 2 hasty knights that she's going to make.
Yep.
So 13.
Yeah, so I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4 for a Palace Jailer. When it ETBs, I become the monarch. When it ETBs, exile target creature an opponent controls until an opponent becomes the monarch. I'm going to choose Banquet Guests.
Okay.
But that will make me the monarch. And then I'm going to... Oh, I Path of Ancestry that, so I'll scry 1. I'll put it at the bottom. And then I will move into my combat. I'm assuming there's no responses there.
For me.
So I will make 2 human knights with haste. And then I will
Draw a card.
Draw a card. And then I will go to combat. So I have 13 creatures. None of my creatures can be blocked. Or creatures cannot block once Aragorn is declared as an attacker. So I will send, let's see, 13. So I'll send 4 at each of you and 5 at Aestus.
Okay.
I will send the only ones of note, really. Aragorn is going to go at Mason. Eowyn's going at Addy. And Faramir is going at Aestus.
I have no response.
I got nothing.
All right.
I have no black mana, so my response is invalid.
Well, that sounds like a GG, kids.
Sure does.
Good game.
The
gonna
humans
sacrifice
have
a food.
overcome!
Heather's first, Vinyl is last, and we're in the middle, so I have 3 slots to work with, which is fine by me.
Like this video and subscribe to the PTW YouTube channel to see more content and find out when our new videos release.
Follow the PTW Twitch channel and subscribe for ad-free viewing.
Don't forget to follow that Facebook and that Twitter to keep up with all the good news.
Be sure to follow us on TikTok, and also don't forget to check out the new merch store. Best way to support the PTW crew and get cool shit at the same time. Thank you all for watching.
Very good, sir. Thank you, sir.